Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hudson with SPS back in the building at the University of Michigan with the coach, Jim Harbaugh, our guy. How you doing?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you too. Always a pleasure representing for the Horatio Williams Foundation. First of all, thank you for bringing us up and cooking. You stayed up all night cooking all the food for us. And
I wish I could take credit for that.
Yeah. But talk about your relationship with Horatio Williams. It's his birthday, by the way.
I know. Happy birthday.
I know. And then bringing all these coaches from Detroit up to see your facility and talk to your team and all that.
Yeah, just tremendous fellowship, guys that love football, and many of our players have been coached by many of the coaches here. Just learning. Us learning from them learning from us, hopefully, and just people that have a love and passion for football. Yeah. Getting together, and Horatio, he's got a great passion for people, the human race. Sure. I mean, that's what I love about him, and he's really about what. I use him as a great example and inspiration. I mean, somebody that's waking up every day, attacking each day with an enthusiasm, unknown to mankind, and always knowing there's room for improvement. Right. Just every day waking up with that kind of mindset that here's what I'm trying to get to, and I'm going to chip away at it today. Yeah, that's it. I guess you're at a point right now where your wisdom is such that you hear quotes that sound good and realize that it was yours. I talked to you about something you shared with me years ago. Yeah. Talk about just your experience has been here at the University of Michigan over the years, and just talk about the guy that came in, as a new coach, several years ago, and the gentleman I'm sitting in right now. Are those two of the same people, or is that a different person? No, it's pretty much the same person. I think once you hit at least 40, maybe 45. I mean, you pretty much know who you are. I came here at age 50. I mean, I was pretty much who I was. You were who you were. Yeah. But I love where the program's at right now, because as a group, players, coaches. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for saying that. Just everybody pulling the same direction. I mean, that's so enjoyable when you got everybody pulling in the same direction, and just makes it enjoyable, makes it fun. If you wrote that on the board, let's pull in the same direction, it doesn't mean people are going to do it. How do you get people to do it? Yeah, that's a really great question. How do you get people to do it? And I think it comes down to what I try to tell myself. Same thing I try to tell the players. Hey, you're valued. You're good. Hey, that's what I'm gonna do. I know who I am. I'm gonna keep doing me. It's working. You keep doing you. It's working. And if you want to get a little better at something, just work a little harder. Sure. Tell myself, if I want to get better at something, I can just work a little harder at it. And then last but not least, just don't fall into the trap of getting the big head. The big head. So everybody here is, hey, we're together in this. You're good. You're valuable. Yeah. I wake up every day trying to rise up to the competence of everybody else. Sure. Showing them I can contribute, and so that's what motivates me. To be a part of this great team. Yeah, when I was going around when we were in the vestibule getting ready to come in, one word that stood out to me, I saw written, it was in a phrase, but it was tradition. I was like, wow, Michigan has tradition. Yeah. How do you leverage that when you deal with this new generation of athlete coming in, and you talk to them about tradition, which they may not even have a tradition in anything other than their family? How do you kind of make that leverage to let them know how important a tradition is? It starts with people that respect things, Respect things. Respect everything. Respect another person. Respect the game. Yeah. Respect the facilities, the equipment. And I think people that are capable of doing that, they respect the people that are here, and they want to be part of it. They want to contribute to it. And that's what gets me out of bed every day. Sure. Like, hey, I got to be good. I got to bring my A game today. Yeah. I'm bringing my A game to my team. Right. And I got to bring my A game to my team at home. Right. My family. That's right. And you can't afford to ever do anything less than your A game for those two vital teams. Yeah. The team at work, the team at the office, and the team at home. Two vital teams. I like that, Coach. I want to keep you so we can get some more seconds of that good food that we had. You talk about this generation of athletes and great guys being able to come to Michigan and play. But just because a guy is great, does it mean he can be at Michigan playing? Well, any talented, motivated player, we're certainly can play here. Yeah. if they're motivated to do it.
You said talented and motivated.
Talented, yeah. By your effort, you will be known. By your talent and your effort, you will be known.
And your effort.
So those two things: give your talent, give your effort. It's almost biblical, really. It is biblical. Not shall a good tree produce bad fruit, and not shall a bad tree produce good fruit.
Oh man, pass the plate on that one right there.
By your talent and effort, you shall be known.
Do you think our young people miss that sometime? About the effort part?
Yeah, I mean, just try to point out the importance of it. You know, but I don't know. Every generation, I'm probably like working on. I know my grandfather's generation, my dad's generation, my generation, my son's generation. Now I got grandkids that are in the net. So I know a lot of generations.
Touching all of it.
Yeah, and one thing I can tell you is like every single time it came around, like when I was 18, 19, I mean, the older generation was saying my generation was going to be the ruin of everything.
Wow, isn't that something?
And
you guys have become the standard bearers now.
Pretty much, and now you got our generation saying, well, the next generation, I think you could probably trace that back to the early Greeks.
Sure.
That every generation said the next one was, but lo and behold, it just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
And I notice, I mean, these youngsters these days, I mean, they are more talented. They are smarter. I truly believe they're bigger, they're faster, they're more talented, definitely smarter, and I think they're going to increasingly be better.
Continue to be better. I get that. A few more things.
Don't you think? I mean, people are living longer. There's more prosperous.
Well, I think you're in a great position as a coach because you talked about all those generations you get to cover and you get to see the future every day. So you're not just someone somewhere just looking at one thing. You're seeing all the great attributes that they bring, and this is the future. Speaking of that,
they seem so squared away. I mean, they take care of their business. I mean, they got empathy too toward other people. It's not just about them.
Sure.
It's about others. I just see so many great things in this current generation that's in college.
And because you get to see them at their best and at their worst. You get to see them when they're
on a daily basis. It's fun for me.
Yeah, I bet.
It really is.
We met your QB assistant / graduate assistant, Coach Mimi.
Yeah.
You have a young lady that's come on board, formerly a basketball player at Georgetown in BC. And you brought on board, and it got to be special because QB. I mean, that's your wheelhouse completely. What does it say about her coming on board, being part of this program?
Yeah, Mimi Bolden Morris is former point guard, leading scorer, played at Georgetown, played at BC. Looked at first at her grade point average, right up there near 4.0.
Wow.
And also as a student athlete. But just the more I talk to her and the perspective I gain, I mean, I really believe there's a crossover between playing point guard and quarterback.
There you go.
You're distributing the ball. You got to see that spatial awareness. I just thought that there was some perspectives that she could bring us that would benefit me, benefit our football team, and the fact that she's really hungry to do it, and really, really driven in a way that, for example, when we first started talking about this job, she started going over to the Georgetown football program, volunteering her time, trying to learn, what it was like to be a football coach. She did so well, the Georgetown staff tried to hire her as a full-time assistant.
Really?
Yeah, but she had fortunately given her word to be a graduate assistant here. So.
Oh wow!
So
really
that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
That speaks volumes for what her drive is.
Yeah, and I have to ask finally, you brought your former player Colin Kaepernick back for the spring game. I mean, you guys have a great relationship. Talk about, you shared with me and others, what was that experience like with him being here for the players and everybody else?
Yeah, it was. He was the same person he was when I knew him back in 2011, 12, 13, and 14 when he played for us at the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, there's just some players that when they get in the football environment, whether it's the field, around the ball, around the guys, around the weight room, they just have a kid in the candy shop type of attitude about things. And not everybody's like that, but there's a few special guys that are like, that's how he is. And our guys notice that, and it's just infectious, and they'll say, "Man, what a great guy! He's so great to talk to. He's a beast of an athlete, you know, and to watch how hard he trains. Just a great. He's always has been a great teammate, and so our players, they loved it and thanked me for bringing Colin to the building and speak to the team and just be around the guys.
Yeah, Coach, I just thought of this question while I'm here. What do you think your legacy is going to be when we come back and we look at the busts that are up and we have people who tell oral history? I mean, I know you probably haven't thought about this, but what do you think it may end up being?
I do think a lot about that. As a matter of fact, that's something I think about daily. Now, you're not going to know it for another 10 years, 15 or even 20 years, and it's all going to be about what these young men that I coach, how they turn out to be. What kind of fathers they are, what kind of husbands they are, what kind of people they are in their community. I think you're gonna find it's gonna be pretty good. That's something I think about all the time. That's overarching. What this is all about.
Was there a particular time where it started? The legacy thought that it started coming to you. You started thinking about it more.
Now my dad is a longtime coach. He coached for 42 years.
42.
So that was that philosophy of what your legacy is has been passed down from him to me.
Oh yeah.
So I got that from my father.
Well, let me just say this: as a proud native Detroiter, coming up here with the guys, what you do, you are. The person you are walking around the weight room is just a really approachable, cool guy, and I think that says a lot because when you have the largeness of a program, sometimes you get lost in whoever the person leading is that you can't get to that person. But you're right here, we're sitting around sharing stories, and I think that's going to be the impact because you make this program very attainable for people who have the effort and the motivation, and it's always been cool kicking it with you. So that's just my personal opinion on everything.
Thank you for saying that. Likewise.
Yeah, likewise. All right, he's giving me more wisdom. We'll come back and talk about the other quotes in a few times too. All right, this is Lindsey Hudson with SPS, having a great day here at the University of Michigan, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Got an exciting afternoon for you, evening. In a minute, we'll get out to kind of like a walkthrough practice. I know a lot of guys here know a lot of the guys on our team, so just be able to watch us go through, walk through kind of stuff. We'll do a stretch, we'll do special teams, and we'll do two 9-minute group install, individual type periods, and then we'll have 3 9-minute periods of offense versus defense. So that's the plan, 1 hour practice, and then we're gonna have a social event. Got a nice dinner for everybody that can stick around. I wanted to kick it off really right here. We look at this as the center of our player development right here. Coaching, we all do a lot in coaching. We feel like that's as strong a piece, but what takes place here, we just feel the door is always open to getting strong. And no matter what age you are, the biggest thing we try to do, and I'll let Herb talk about it, is put guys in competitive situations, right? I mean, a more competitive type of situation you can put somebody in, whether it's in a group of 8 or one, me against another guy. Just that constant trying to elevate yourself and in competition with somebody in your position or across the ball, whatever it is. We try to find that as much as possible because you just see it all the time. I mean, guys will practice a certain way. Usually that transfers over to the game. How they practice is how they're gonna play in the game. But not so often. I mean, only 3 things are gonna happen. A guy will get in the game and he'll do his job, take care of his business. Hey, you can count on me. I'm gonna do my job. Or some guys will shine in that competitive, lights are on, it's time to go, game time. And then some will melt like butter on an English muffin in a toaster. They'll just fall apart. So the more we can put them in those kind of competitive situations, right, and get them used to that and build that callus, we're going to attempt to do as much as we possibly can, and getting them stronger, getting them faster, getting them more flexibility, mobility, more agile and stronger is what takes place here. Plus, getting him in those competitive situations, so a guy can, hey, he can take care of his business, he can do his job, or he can shine, or get used to not melting like butter in a toaster. So I'm going to bring up Ben Herbert.